Oh, that's because it's Christmas Day, Dopinder. And I'm after someone on my naughty list.
Welcome to WatchMojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 banned comedy movies.
Oh, you're gonna love him. Look, he does an impression of you. You nailed her.
For this list, we'll be looking at instances where comedic films were banned in certain parts of the world. Which of these comedies do you think is most outlandish? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Deadpool. While there had been R-rated superhero movies before Ryan Reynolds' first solo outing, Deadpool was on an entirely different level.
Oh, hello. I know, right? Whose balls did I have to fondle to get my very own movie? I can't tell you, but it does rhyme with pulverine.
Its incredibly crass humor, harsh language, and gnarly violence made it unlike anything else Marvel and Fox had previously released. Normally, any movie that releases in China has to go through certain edits before it can be shown. However, there was no way to do this for Deadpool without completely butchering the plot.
This guy's got the right idea.
So, the country banned it, as did Uzbekistan, claiming it went against their societal norms. It would eventually be shown in China without edits, although only during the 2018 Beijing International Film Festival, which only lasted a week.
I'm gonna give you a chance for y'all to lay down your firearms in exchange for preferential, bordering on gentle, possibly even lover-like treatment.
Number 9, The Death of Stalin. Any film that deals with politics is bound to rub some the wrong way. This satirical black comedy follows the Council of Ministers after the death of Soviet leader Joseph Stalin.
Oh my God. Is this... I'm guessing that this is...
Yeah, he's feeling unwell, clearly.
He's irreplaceable.
The hilarious power struggles, carried by wonderful performances from the likes of Jason Isaacs and Steve Buscemi, led to glowing reviews. Although, you can probably guess which countries took issue with it. Russia, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan banned the British film under the thought that it displayed anti-Soviet themes and made fun of their history.
But we, the people of the Soviet Union, are not laboratory animals.
It would briefly play at the Click Festival in Kazakhstan, but many saw it as a distortion of real-world events. The head of Russia's Great Fatherland Party, Nikolai Starikov, even called it part of an anti-Russian information war.
I would like... that one destroyed.
Number 8, The Simpsons Movie. The Simpsons is one of the longest-running shows of all time, and in 2007, fans got to experience the family on the big screen with higher-quality animation and a bit more risque humor.
I can't believe we're paying to see something we get on TV for free. If you ask me, everybody in this theater is a giant sucker, especially you.
However, while content plays a big part in the banning of many films, the reason The Simpsons Movie was banned has nothing to do with its plot.
Horrible, horrible things are going to happen! And they're going to happen to you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, Nelly!
Myanmar, formerly known as Burma, prohibited the film for its frequent use of yellow and red. Yes, a color scheme led to the country banning it. Those colors were actually used in the flag of Burmese rebel group, the National League for Democracy, and the government didn't want to show bias or incite violence. Number 7, Zack and Miri Make a Porno. With a title like that, it may be obvious why Kevin Smith's raunchy comedy didn't release in certain locations.
And I will be patient with you. I will be there on your journey. I will be your Sherpa up the mountain of gayness.
The film follows two down-on-their-luck pals who decide to solve their money problems by making an adult film together.
Oh my God, yeah.
What? You got an idea?
We could make a porno.
Not the idea I was looking for.
Its first poster was actually banned in the U.S. by the MPAA, prompting the marketing team to create one with stick figures. In Utah, cinema chain Megaplex Theaters refused to show it on the grounds that its content was too vulgar for religious, conservative audiences. Elsewhere in the world, some countries in Southeast Asia reportedly banned it outright for the fear that younger viewers may be inspired to make their own adult films.
Oh, yeah.
Number 6, The Great Dictator. It's definitely the most serious movie on our list, but The Great Dictator still includes all the comedic trappings of Charlie Chaplin, even if it was his first movie with sound. Chaplin had made the satirical dramedy in the early days of World War II before America had even entered. Yet it was a scathing denouncement of Nazi Germany and its practices, with Chaplin playing both a Hitler-like dictator and a Jewish barber. Unsurprisingly, it was banned in many parts of Europe.
This world has room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls.
But it was also banned in certain Latin American countries that were Nazi sympathizers. By this point, Chaplin wasn't a stranger to Germany banning his films. 1936's Modern Times was also prohibited due to its supposed advocacy for communism. Number 5. Monty Python's Life of Brian. This film from the renowned comedic group follows Brian, a Jewish Roman man born on the same day as his next-door neighbor, Jesus himself.
Well, if you're dropping by again, do pop in. And thanks a lot for the gold and frankincense. But don't worry too much about the myrrh next time, all right? Thank you. Goodbye. Well, weren't they nice?
As an adult, he's mistaken for the Messiah, and hilarity ensues. Although it didn't ensue for some. Several town councils within the UK banned A Life of Brian without having watched it simply due to its parody-based religious content.
You've got it all wrong. You don't need to follow me. You don't need to follow anybody. You've got to think for yourselves. You're all individuals.
Ireland banned it for 8 years, and Norway banned it for 1. This led to a genius marketing move in Sweden, where posters stated it was so funny it was banned in Norway. Theaters that did show it in the UK, as well as some in New York, were met with protests. But they say, no press is bad press.
Always look on the light side of life.
Number 4. Zoolander. Ben Stiller's Zoolander is a hilarious look at the culture of male modeling with a terrific cast and endlessly quotable dialogue.
What is this?
A center for ants?
However, its flair was seemingly a bit too much for Iran. The country banned the movie upon release due to its apparent support of gay rights. While there are no same-sex couples in the movie outside of an implied threesome, showing male characters act so flamboyantly was enough.
Know what could really help you sort through these important issues?
What?
Orange Mocha Frappuccino!
Zoolander is also banned in Malaysia and Singapore, though for very different reasons. With it revolving around a plot to assassinate the Prime Minister of Malaysia, we can see why they might not have been too thrilled about it.
Do not be distracted by the beautiful celebrities. Do as you've been trained to do and kill the Malaysian Prime Minister!
Number 3. The Wolf of Wall Street. Martin Scorsese's adaptation of Jordan Belfort's autobiography is overflowing with drug use, nudity, moral corruption, and a Guinness World Record-setting amount of swear words.
Yep. On a daily basis, I consume enough drugs to sedate Manhattan, Long Island, and Queens for a month.
Naturally, there are some countries that took issue with its content.
You are lower than pond scum. You got a problem with that?
Kenya, Zimbabwe, Malaysia, and Nepal all forbid the movie from being shown. Other countries, such as India and Singapore, only allowed it after significant re-edits.
You know what he's trying to do? Exactly what he's doing. Look at yourself. He's trying to rattle you. He's trying to rattle your old lady.
And the United Arab Emirates only showed it after around 45 minutes of controversial content was removed and much of its harsh language muted. Many of this version's viewers expressed dissatisfaction as it was understandably hard to follow. At that point, why show it at all?
You know what? I'm not leaving.
Number 2. Borat. Sacha Baron Cohen is more than familiar with his movies being banned by certain countries. Ukraine refused to show 2009's Bruno, and 2012's The Dictator is banned in several countries within the Commonwealth of Independent States.
The victims of the bomb would get very sooty faces and then a see-through version of themselves started rising up towards heaven while playing a harp.
However, when it comes to Baron's bands, it's the movie that put him on the map that's most impressive.
Yakshimash, my name is Borat. I like you. I like sex. It's nice.
Borat, a mockumentary where he played a Kazakh with no knowledge of American customs, earned him a ton of recognition and a Golden Globe. But the very real nation of Kazakhstan condemned the movie, refusing to show it. It was also banned by most Arab countries, save for Lebanon and the United Arab Emirates, due to its extreme content.
In Kazakhstan, it is illegal for more than 5 women to be in the same place, except for in brothel or in grave.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Duck Soup. Mussolini took it as a personal insult and banned it in Italy.
These are the laws of my administration. No one's allowed to smoke or tell a dirty joke.
You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Banned in Arab cinemas over Israeli-Palestinian content.
1967. We were surrounded on all sides, outnumbered, and in 6 days
You won. I'm sorry. I don't have a big fancy war that lasted all of 6 days.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Interview. This comedy from Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg is one of the most famous cases of a movie being banned. It follows 2 journalists who get the chance to interview Kim Jong-un, only to be pulled into a plot to assassinate him by U.S. government agents.
Which is part of the reason why we're here. The CIA would love it if you two could take him out.
This muffled more than a few feathers in North Korea, who threatened action if Sony released it. After delaying the movie, Sony was then hacked by the Lazarus Group, which also promised attacks on U.S. theaters that showed it.
You are awesome. You know, this is so weird. You are like the coolest guy. But a lot of people say that you're batshit crazy.
This prompted Sony to release it digitally, as well as in limited theaters. The film ended up being prohibited from releasing in Russia to avoid any political incitement.
So perhaps now you would like to return to the civil discussion we had originally agreed upon.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.